Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your weekend singles prediction. This is for May 1st, 2026 through May 3rd, 2026, or before or after, within those days. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides to not talk about our exes, to not talk about our past. For those of you that are looking to just move forward and you want a true prediction, what's ahead, please use these readings to help you to manifest the love that you are worthy of, the type of energy that should be coming towards you, the loving energy that you want in your life. I will be using some charms and some initials, so I hope you enjoy those. And if you're new to the channel, welcome and welcome back, of course, to all of you. Let's start. Let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what they have for us today. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. This is for the collective, any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. I will ask Spirit for any signs that are popping in or they want to mention as we go. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you have for us today? What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear? I am listening for you now. I have closure. Okay, no past. No exes, no past. Hopefully you have had some closure. Not all connections are meant to be. Not all relationships are meant to be forever. We've all learned that. But for those of you that haven't had closure, you have to give yourself closure. They're saying, you know, close the door and walk away, you know, and just take it for what it is, that Spirit must have something better for you. I have unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking any red flags. I'm going to say for those of you that are having a hard time holding on to something, that you just are having a hard time moving on for whatever reason. Maybe you need to work on that first before you know what is ahead of you, because you really do need to be able to look at that person across the table and say to them, I'm not thinking about anybody. I don't have anybody on my mind. And I really do want to start a relationship with somebody new. So I think that that's only fair. Spirit, what else do you need to know? I have a proposal, an offer or proposal in the near future. So are we looking for somebody that is a commitment? Am I looking for somebody who would kind of travel the distance, go the whole way with me, you know, have that full life and that lifetime commitment to me? So some of you, you're manifesting that for sure. And I have a little bit of a hideaway here, making time to be with your person, creating your own special hideaway. Now, there's a part of me that feels like it's not necessarily even a place. It's the little bubble that you share, just the two of you, that it's your little secrets. It's your, not secrets, but it's things that you say to each other. It's things that you say in private. It's things that you share about each other. It's intimacy. So it's this little bubble that you stay inside with this person, especially in the beginning. You just want to be in that bubble and you don't ever want to leave that bubble, you know, because it's just the two of you before you start inviting family and friends into it and things like that. It's like, I just want you all to myself energy. So that's coming in pretty strong. Let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me. I have a King of Wands. I have a Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and I have a Chariot. So the Two of Pentacles kind of jumped out at me as more of a time. It's just a matter of time is how it came in. I want to go back to this feeling of I want you all to myself, but not in a obsessive, controlling way. It's, I just want, you know, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with you. And because I want to get to know you. I want to be closer to you. I can't get enough of you. And that's how it's coming into me. So you've got this knight, not this knight, this king coming into you, which I'm going to say they're very passionate. I'm going to say that they're very affectionate. They're very passionate. I don't know if I would say they're pushy, but I would say assertive for sure. I would say, I want to see you again. What are you doing? Can I call you? You know, do you want to go out tonight? I'm going to say they want to see you on short notice. There's a sense of, and you might not like that, spontaneity. Okay. There's a sense of, yeah, we decided not to see each other, you know, tonight or tomorrow night, but then tonight or tomorrow night comes up and we're kind of missing each other. And then we, you know, one of us calls the other and says, well, I know we agreed we weren't going to see each other tonight because it's become too much, but I really want to see you. So there's this kind of, I'm trying to stay away from you, but I can't, something like that. And I hope I'm not making the wrong decision by being all in too fast. Okay. But at the same time, I just want to be with you. So why am I fighting this? So there's a sense of, I can't get enough of you, and I don't want to fight it. Why should I fight something that's so good? Okay, why should I push this away because it's, you know, I'm supposed to slow down or go at a certain pace? I don't want to fight this. And there's a sense of spontaneity. There's a sense of making it happen. This person could just be totally into you and get, obviously, you are giving them the energy that makes them feel good about themselves. And I'm not talking about sexually, that people fall for people who you feel good about yourself when you're with them. They make you feel happy. They make you feel loved. They make you feel secure. They make you feel grounded. Whatever they're making you feel, you're doing the same for them. So they want to see you again because they like how they feel when they're with you. I have a King of Pentacles. I have a 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and I have a 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to go with, I've worked hard for a second, that this king is secure. This king is probably doing fine, but I don't feel like it was always the case. I don't feel like this king, everything was handed to them. I feel like this king, they did it the old-fashioned way, hard work is how spirit said. So this person has a drive. They have dedication, spirit just said. They never gave up. There were difficult times, whether it was their family growing up, maybe the family struggled financially and they wanted a better life for themselves. But nothing has been handed to this person. This person has done it through the school of hard knocks, is probably something that they say. So that's okay. I'm going to say that they try to focus on what they have. I would say that they're very grateful for what they have, and they don't take it for granted, Spirit's saying. So because it wasn't just handed to them, I do feel, I have a 6 of Wands at the bottom of my deck. So I do feel like there's great success around this person. You know, they've achieved some goals that they wanted to achieve in life. They have hit some milestones already. Spirit's saying they still, in their mind, have a long ways to go with some of the things that they want to achieve in their lifetime. But I would say that they're pretty proud of themselves at this stage in their life. So this isn't going to be somebody that's like, you know, poor me or woe is me or, you know, life is unfair. This isn't that. If you're hearing that from somebody, it is not your person. This person is optimistic, Spirit just said. But they also said, you know, that, you know, people can't just expect things to appear. So they have a very realistic kind of way of approaching how they treat life and things. I have a lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Okay. The lightning bolt. That could be you, that could be them. That, you know, that nanosecond of time that something triggers you and you get upset or you get resentful. Spirit's saying it could be a specific person that says something, you know, for those of you that are single, raising children with somebody else, and that person says something and it just kind of like, you know, shoots this zinger at you with a lightning bolt. It's kind of a specific person is how I feel, that, you know, they have a tendency to say that one thing that's just enough to get you, you know, riled up. I wouldn't say you're angry as much as, you know, riled more than anything. But yeah, there's always somebody that can get under your skin. I have a crib, a birth of a child. We could have a child together, some of us. This could be a person that you actually see yourself having a child with. So for those of you that are still manifesting, I'd love to have a family someday. Spirit could be saying, you know, we know that we've got that child soul and, you know, that baby soul here. I have a whale, great worry for nothing. I want to take your worries away. You know, this is kind of an experience, is how I feel. I do feel like there's an age difference now that when I'm saying this. So it could be one of you has already gone through something and the other person's still worrying about it. So the other one person says that, you know, I've already gone through it. This is what's going to happen. You know, this is what's going to happen next. And just keep doing what you're doing. And, you know, so it's kind of like leading through experience, not just talking off the top of their head. So they've walked in your shoes in some respect of something that you're dealing with now in your life. And I think that age difference and that wisdom, they just did it before you did. Okay. So I do feel like that person brings some kind of knowledge to this connection as far as experience that is helpful in some way. So that they could be put in your life for that reason, and or one of many reasons, but for that reason as well. I have a cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. So you're protected. You are being covered. Cobwebs can kind of cover things that you wouldn't imagine, right? They're covering these two flowers. But so whoever this lightning bolt is, this new energy could be, not that they have to protect you from that person, but they could be the sounding board for you that says, just let it go. They're trying to get under your skin. Okay. They know that if they say that, you're going to get upset. Okay. So they're waiting for you to respond a certain way. So this person could be a really good sounding board for you. And if the spirit just said, talk you off a cliff, you know, so this feeling of don't let this person get under your skin. Okay. Something like that. So I'm going to say this person has a tendency to calm you when things get a little heated. So they could be a very calming force in your life. I have a younger man. Okay, so there could be an age difference. Okay, younger man, dealing with a relationship with a younger man. Somebody has walked in your shoes already. All right, so there's a sense of wisdom. All right, it could be you teaching them something, them teaching you something. The only thing I can think of is they got divorced and you're in the middle of a divorce and they've already gone through it, so they can share, you know, what happened, something like that. I'm not feeling a tremendous age difference. I mean, if it's 3 or 4 years, 5 years, something like that. I'm not feeling like 15 years, nothing like that. I have a stork, news of a birth, happiness. I'm just going to go even with this feeling of a birth, okay? A birth of something. And is it a new beginning? Is it a, here we go, you know? Is it a new relationship? Yeah, part of me feels like it's connected more to family than anything. I would say that. What's the bottom of my deck? I have a gravel. Yeah, involvement in the law. So the wisdom could be connected to somebody's going through some legal issues right now, and somebody else has already walked that path, and just saying you're going to be okay, kind of that energy. Spirit, please share with me this younger man. Who is this younger man? I like that. I have an Ace of Swords. You can't keep their, what did they say in the beginning? I can't get enough of you. I have Justice, Ace of Swords. There's the Justice again. 10 of Pentacles. And a 7 of Swords. Literally the 7 of Swords Spirit said to me, they lied to me, not this person or a new person. Okay. So you're carrying something with you that you're having a hard time letting go about someone else. So they lied to me. Does that mean that the person that's being put in front of you is going to do the same thing? No. Okay. Does that mean that they're going to behave the same way, or you're going to end up exactly where you are again? No. But we have a tendency to think that way. We have it happened once, it's going to happen again. Okay. They're different people. They are not cut from the same cloth, Spirit saying. They are night and day, they're saying. It was almost a feeling of like a white knight and a black knight. Like it was like so not that the Black Knight is evil, but it was just heavy. It was hard. It was destructive, they're saying. And the White Knight was, they're saying, magical and hopeful. So there's kind of this huge contrast between something or someone you were with and with this new energy. So do not even imagine that you're going to experience the same thing. That I feel like is the furthest thing that's going to happen. Spirit, share with me. I have an Emperor and I have a Judgment. I like this because, first of all, they're two very strong cards. And second of all, it's a feeling of don't judge me based on somebody else. So even if this is a younger man, it doesn't mean, they could be a 50-year-old man, but you're a 54-year-old woman or 54-year-old man. So it doesn't matter. It's like they're a grown person. Okay. So it's a sense of don't judge me by somebody else. I'm my own person. I've built my own empire. I have succeeded in my own way without any help from anybody, and nobody held my hand. Okay. So this person would be very insulted to think that you were even comparing them to anybody, let alone somebody that you were in a long-term relationship with, or in love with in the past. So they do not want to be compared to anybody. They are a very strong individual. What's the bottom of my deck? I have a Tower. So they would be the first to say, put it in the past, like do not think. I've got a Star and I have a Knight of Wands. So the Star came into me as I'm better than that. This person is their ego, their self-esteem. I mean, everything is pretty elevated, I would say. They may look at your past as some kind of a loser situation and say, that's not me. But I will say the Star in this Knight of Wands is a lot of energy with hopes and dreams and aspirations, and we can make this relationship whatever that we want it to be. So I would say you've got somebody who, they're saying when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So this person is able to fight through difficult situations in their life, and it feels like they have. So I don't think that anything is going to scare this person away. I really don't. I would be shocked if anything like that happened. Let's get some initials, because I like the strength, and I like, not that they have to defend themselves, but I like the fact that they know their self-worth, and they're not going to be compared to anybody. Like, that's going to be a big deal to them. Okay, so here are some initials. Let's get some initials. First initials, last initials. Spirit, what do you have for us today? Maybe we'll get lucky and spell a name. So let's see what we have. I have the letter C. I have an E. I have an X. I have an I. I have a V. I have an H, Y, L, U. I have an R, B, O, A. I have a J, and I have a V today. Okay, so some of you that could definitely, maybe you got your letters of somebody that's on your mind. Okay, so we have a strong individual. Who is this younger man that's wise? It's almost a feeling of wiser than their years. There's some people out there that, a 30-year-old man could be very, very bright. Obviously, by the time they're 30, they can be, a doctor. So it's, age doesn't matter. It's more the maturity level of somebody. And I feel like this person is very wise, or an old soul energy, brings a lot of wisdom to this connection. So I don't think that the age doesn't matter, is how it's coming in. I have a voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. You're ready to go on a voyage. You're ready to open your heart. You're ready to let this love in. You're ready to give them a chance. You're ready to see where this goes. You're not afraid of this person. You're enjoying, there's that spontaneity happening where why do I want to push this away? I don't want to push this away. I want to, do we put boundaries around it? We don't want to all of a sudden go from nothing to all of a sudden this person's like eating dinner at our house every night, so there's got to be some transition. But sometimes in the beginning, we just are so excited about them. We want to see them all the time. Staying focused and holding the course. I'm going to go with this telescope for a second, because it feels like I'm seeing a future. It feels like if I look through that telescope, I can see our journey. I can see our path. So it's the person who's very good at projecting. I could see us together. Okay. And I see the journey. So I would say that this person is already thinking like 10 steps ahead, and navigating by the stars and following your bliss, following their bliss. They're saying the road less taken. So when I asked them the road less taken, I feel like their journey wasn't the typical route. Okay. So an example would be they didn't go straight from like high school into college, that maybe they went from high school into the service, and then maybe the service paid for their education. Like, they didn't do what I would consider what everybody, like the herd, is doing. They took a different path, and somehow that path led them to their own success. So they made the right choice. They followed their path. They followed what was going to work for them, or at the time, what made sense, or financially, what was a good decision. So, but I do feel like there's this, I took a a different path, a road less traveled, they said, for those of you that know that book. Okay, so let's see what they have for some charms. Let's grab some charms. Let's get a couple of clues. I like the energy. I like they're saying the movement in this. I'm asking them what they mean by the movement. I think because it's moving very quickly. I think that it's coming in very quickly. The love is coming in very easily. And I feel that we both feel the same way. And the only thing that this person, you know, is saying, see me for me, don't compare me to anybody else. Like that could be the only thing, like, not that you're going to fight, but if you were to have a conversation, it would be about something like that. Like not all people are hurtful, or not all people are going to hurt you. So I do feel like they're a little defensive with something like that. Let's see what these numbers are saying. Okay, number 24 could be the 24th of the month. I have the number 7, July. The number 3, 3 months. Okay. I am getting some signs. I just want to, off the top of my head, I felt Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius a minute ago. I'm asking Spirit what else is around this connection right now. They're saying there's a strong Leo energy, Aries, Pisces right now. So we'll take those. I have this, I think it's Salvador Dali's clock, this kind of abstract, wobbly clock. So it's not perfect. The timing isn't perfect. See how it has like, it's kind of wobbly. It's not like perfectly flat. It's got kind of this. What does it say in the back? It doesn't say anything. It has some weird writing. Okay. So this clock, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Am I going to meet this person in the afternoon? Okay. But it's kind of wobbly, like maybe the time, something about the timing is a little bit off. I have a butterfly, pink butterfly. Okay. Transition. I have a big starfish. There's that kind of star, dreaming, daydreaming. 5, the month of May, 5 points on the star. I have an anchor. I definitely could see this person becoming your anchor, your rock. This person is very stable, very calm, cool, and collective. They have a really great way of pulling you off your cliff when you're going off a cliff. Okay. So they're able to calm you down. I like that. I have a sewing machine. I'm going to go with this feeling of stitching it all together. And it's almost like pieces of the puzzle. Okay. Like if I were to make a quilt, I have all these different squares and different pieces, and I got to stitch all these pieces together for it to turn into something solid. So there's a part of me of like, we've got to stitch this together. We've got to, you know, go through getting to know each other, getting to know each other's families, being there for each other, transitioning, you know, from where we are today to there being an us. So we have to do the work, and we've got to bind it, is the word they're sharing with me. So this sense of binding it together. So now one of you could be a sewer. Sewing, maybe you just bought a sewing machine and you're learning how to sew. So yeah, that could be a clue. But I'm feeling the binding more than anything. I have a black cat. Okay, so that could be a definite clue. Somebody has a black cat. I have a hacksaw. Let it go. But it did come into me as it's probably going to sound gross, but it came into me as like I would cut my arm off to help you. I would cut my arm off to be with you, you know, to save you, to save your life. So yeah, I feel like there's a combination of, you know, let something else go, but at the same time it was a protection thing. So that saw has meaning. And what is this guy? This is a 3 leaves, 3 months. Okay, so May, June, July. Okay. Part of me feels like look for the shiny leaves, but the shiny leaves to me is poison ivy. So maybe it's a little bit of a warning, like don't walk where the poison ivy is, okay? Stay away from the person that triggers you. If you know that that triggers you, don't engage in that person. Don't respond to that person. So there was something going on with that. Like you have a choice with, you know, interacting with somebody that upsets you. What is this? Oh, this is a big bag of money. Okay. It's a big bag of money. So abundance. Okay. This person could be secure. This person have a good living. Life is good. Let me take care of you. I have a Christmas tree and I have a ring. Now, part of me feels like if I were to get married, if I were to get engaged, it would be on or around the holidays. Okay, so that could be something to look forward to in the future, that we celebrate our love, or we get engaged, or we actually have a formal wedding around the holidays. The holiday weddings are always beautiful. The churches are always decorated with all those poinsettias and stuff like that. So those weddings are always beautiful. So here are your charms. That is very exciting, but it looks like some of us celebrate Christmas. So that's also a clue. They're saying it's a very spiritual union, that this could be somebody that is more spiritual than anybody you've ever dated. Again, when you look at this person, they're just saying a younger man and age doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm just going to go with that today, because there's a part of me that says you once you get over how old are you, I don't feel like it's anything after that. Let's get some angel numbers, maybe some timeline. Spirit, please share with me an angel number. What's important to know at this time? I have a renewal, the 890. You are experiencing renewal and fresh beginnings. Release the past and embrace the opportunities for growth and the transformation ahead. So absolutely a fresh beginning, you know, for you. I mean, that's really what we're talking about. That's why we're here. It's a fresh beginning for you. It's a turning point for you. I have simplification. Oh, that's easier said than done for some of you. The number 654. Simplify your life and focus on what truly matters. Declutter your mind and your surroundings for greater clarity and effectiveness. So are we able to do that? Or are we going to overthink things, project things, obsess over things? Try to keep it simple in the beginning if you can. And one more, manifest your dreams. The number 456. You have the power to make things happen. It's time for you to take action with faith and confidence, knowing that your angels are guiding and supporting you every step of the way. Manifest your dreams. So for today, we're going to, you know, ask Spirit to guide this to you for sure in a moment. But let's see what they have for a time card. Let me see what they want to say about time. Let me see. My cards are all messed up for some reason. Hold on. Give me a second. Here, upside down. Okay, hold on. I gotta have them in perfect, or I can't function. All right, I think I'm almost there. Some of them were upside down. That was not going to work for me. Okay. Here we go. Okay. When, Spirit? When is this connection happening? We have the weekend energy. We're manifesting now. What did they say? I can't get enough of you. And there's a little bit of spontaneity and there's a little bit of short notice. So if you're the type of person like, I can't handle spontaneity, you'll have to tell them that. Like, that's part of my boundaries. I need more lead time. You can't call me in the afternoon, want to go out tonight. You've got to call me, 2 days before or something. I've got plans already, whatever it is. But if you like spontaneity and it's kind of fun, it's a little bit of a, hey, what are you doing? And you're not doing anything. And you're like, I'm not doing anything. You want to do something? Okay. So boom, there's a little bit of spark energy there. Spirit, please share with me. I have up in the air. Okay. That felt like I'm just waiting. Within 3 months. So there's that kind of May, June, July energy I had earlier. Divine timing. There's something about the timing. It's a little bit wobbly. They had shared with us. Don't wait around. Don't wait. Maybe the up in the air, somebody that you thought was going to move forward and they're not moving forward. Then they're doing you a favor, aren't they? Because they're showing you that they're not good enough for you. And I have in a few weeks with this beautiful swan. Yeah, I even want to go one step further and say that you'll see swans, okay? That you will actually be somewhere with this person where you will see swans. You will see like a pond, or maybe it's a touristy place, but look at those beautiful white swans. So there will be a day when you're with this person and you'll see those swans together and you'll be reminded that you were waiting. You were the one swan waiting for your partner. And there you are. So let's put these out to the universe. Let these messages, and let's, of course, thank Spirit. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you all for being here. Take what connected to you, what is important to you, the type of energy, the feelings. Ask Spirit to bring it to you. You claim it, own it. It is yours. In the comments. Thank you for the comments. Always, I read all of them. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. I did upload a few new half-hour readings in my website this past week and updated a mini reading. So the information is in the description below. I hope that you enjoyed your weekend forecast. Excuse me. It is one of my favorite readings, and I really look forward to doing this reading each week just to give you hope and to remind you that you are worthy and deserving of the love that you are looking for. We'll see you all again real soon.